What is up, you guys? For today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how to get this look right here using drugstore makeup. And when I say only drugstore makeup, like, I mean it. I hate watching like drugstore tutorials or like affordable makeup videos and then somebody's like whipping out like a $45 eye pencil or like a $60 foundation, and it's like, bitch, no, keep your bougie shit for another video. I want to see all the banging stuff I can get at like Walmart, Target, CVS, and I just want to see all that affordable makeup goodness that I want to try out myself. And honestly, the products that I use today, they are so good, and I cannot wait to share with you guys them because seriously, some of them are going to become my holy grails. However, before we jump into the tutorial portion of this video, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and gave this video a like. And also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. And on Instagram, I post 7 days a week with a ton of tutorials over on there if you are looking for some inspiration. So first things first, before we jump into doing anything else, girl, I need some brows on. Like, look at this. I look like I'm naked. I don't know about you guys, but I always feel naked if I don't have brows on. But what we are going to be using today is the Covergirl Brow Pomade, and this one is in shade 715. But what's really cool about this one is the packaging. It has like this cute little brush on the top. It kind of reminds me of Covergirl from Benefit. And then using the brush that comes with it, I'm just going to do a little line right underneath my brow with it. But honey though, these brows are a situation. They actually remind me of what I used to do in high school because for some odd reason I thought thin brows were in. So I would just take my brow pencil and I would literally just draw it on. Like, that was it. Like, no shaping, nothing. I would literally just take this stubby ass pencil and then just draw my brow. And trust me, anytime I look at old photos of myself, I'm always like cringing and I'm like, girl, why'd you do that? But now we are going to go in with a brow pencil, and the one that we are going to be using is from Covergirl. This one is the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in the shade Honey Brown. Okay, but seriously, that was the nicest brow pencil I have ever used from the drugstore, like hands down. That was such a bomb-ass pencil. It kind of reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, where it's not like super creamy for a pencil, nor is it like really waxy. It's like right in the middle where you want it to be, and it's also a little bit harder of a formula, so you are able to get those really nice like hair-like strokes if you want, or you're able to get a really nice defined brow like what I like. But like, man, that was like a good-ass brow pencil. Highly recommend checking it out if you haven't tried it. But now we are going to be going in with a brow gel because your girl really loves a brow gel right now. I don't know what it is, but I like a little volume in my brow. And we are going to be going in with another one from Covergirl. This is the Easy Breezy Brow in the shade Light. Okay, but seriously, I'm just so impressed with these Covergirl brow products, and nobody told me about them. They are seriously so good. Highly recommend checking those out. But what we are now going to do is start working on the whole eyeshadow situation. And to prime our eyes today, we are going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C0.5. I seriously forgot how much I love that concealer as a base, but now we are going to start working on the eyeshadow portion of this video, and we are going to be using another product from Makeup Revolution. This is one of their Forever Flawless palettes in the style Optimum, which is a cool tone palette. And what I'm really excited to do today is a really cool tone like smoky eye. And the shade that we are going to be going in with first is this beautiful kind of like lighter brown cool tone shade called Perfect. And then using this Wet n Wild blending brush, I'm just going to be applying this shade into my crease as well as into my outer V. And I'm just doing little circular motions to blend that upwards towards my brow. And once you have that shade applied, the next shade that we are going to be going in with is this one right here called Flawless, and I'm going to be going in with a Morphe M433 brush. And then with this shade, I'm just going to be applying it into my crease as well as into my outer V just to get some added definition. And when I'm doing this, I'm taking the brush the long way into my crease just so we can get a really harsh line. And then once you get that harsh line, I'm just going to do little circular motions to blend that into Perfect. So once you have that applied and blended out, the next shade that we are going to be going in with is a beautiful champagne shade, and that is called Peak. And then using a flat shader brush, I'm just going to be applying this directly to the lid. Okay, but seriously though, the color of that is so pretty! I really love Makeup Revolution shadows. They are seriously so affordable and the quality is really amazing. Like, these shadows literally blended out so quickly for me, and they're just really buttery and really pigmented. I seriously really love how this look turned out. I know we only used 3 shadows, but like this cool tone moment is just so pretty. I know a lot of people right now are into like warm tone smoky eyes, but sometimes I just want like a cool tone look. But now we are going to do our eyeliner, and I don't have a new one to try out today. So we are just going to use my favorite one from the drugstore, which is this one from Rimmel. This is the Scandal Eyes Precision Micro Eyeliner in the shade Black. And then for mascara today, we are going to be going in with one of my all-time favorites, and that is from NYX Professional Makeup. This is the On the Rise mascara, and if you haven't tried this one, seriously, it is so good. Literally, this is my 3rd tube of it. That says how much I like it. And then for lashes, we are going to be going in with these ones from Kiss in the style Little Black Dress. I feel like they're going to give us like that extra like flirty effect to the eye makeup, which is going to be so cute. I just took them out of the original packaging when I first got them because it was kind of bulky, so that's why they look a little different. And then for face primer today, we are going to be going in with one from Covergirl. This is the Full Spectrum Matte Ambition Mattifying Primer because, bitch, I love a good matte face. So once your skin is primed and ready to go, for foundation today, we are going to be using one from Covergirl. This is the TruBlend Matte Made Foundation, and I have shade L20. Because L10 just seemed like way too yellow for my skin. Like, it was like really yellow. And L15 seems like it's a little too red, so I feel like this one's going to be like a perfect middle ground. And also this one seemed like a little bit lighter. But I'm thinking this is gonna match me, but we don't know until we put it on our face. But I've heard so many great things about this one from my best friend as well as you guys. You guys are always telling me that this foundation is so good. So seriously, I cannot wait to try it. And once you have it dotted on your face, I'm just gonna blend it out with my Juno sponge. So here's where I'm at right now after applying the foundation and really just like blending it out. I will say I really like the color match. I think it's really nice. It is so hard for me to find a good color match at the drugstore. So I definitely really enjoyed that part of this foundation. Though I will say it is very drying on my skin, and I don't know if it's like the foundation and the primer combination or like what it is, but it's just like a little too drying for me. I don't know if you can see it, but it just looks really kind of like cakey around my cheek area as well as around my nose on this side of my face. And then on this side of my face, you can see it too. It just looks a little cakey in certain spots, especially around my nose. You can really see it. And like right here around my lip. But other than that, I really like the color of it. I think I want to try it though with a different primer next time just to see how it works for me. And I'm just going to do a little bit of my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 02 just to kind of like hydrate things a little bit more, just to get it a little less dry looking. And I'm just putting it right underneath my eyes on both sides. And when I do this, I really take the applicator and I put it right underneath my inner tear duct area. And I'm just going to do a little bit on my nose, a little bit in the center of my forehead, as well as on my chin. Boy, this is a look. And again, I'm just going to blend this out using my Juno sponge. So once you have your concealer all applied and blended out, we are now going to contour the face, and I'm going to try out this brand new product from Rimmel. It is called the Insta Duo Contour Stick, and I have shade Light right here. It's one of those dual-sided ones where you have like the contour on one side and then you have the highlighter on the other. And then using the contour shade, I'm just going to chisel out my face. And then again, using that same Juno sponge, I'm just going to blend this out. So I'm just going to do a second layer of this in certain spots just because I want like a little extra glam and a little extra contour. And what I'm going to do is just bring it down on my forehead a little bit because your girl has a 5 head. And we want to bring it down to a 4 if not a 3. And I'm just going to go right around the perimeter of my face, because this will give you that chiseled look. And when I hit my jawline, I just keep my face like this. I do not smile when I do this whatsoever or make any facial expressions because it's going to look really weird once you blend it out if you do that. And then I go right on my jawline. You see what I mean? Like I go like on my jaw, I don't go underneath. I blend it underneath, so then you get a really nice chiseled look. And then when I go into my cheek, I go from the back of my ear and I follow my bone structure. And I bring it about halfway in because we can blend it out anywhere, but if you bring it in too far, you're gonna look kind of like a skeleton and it's gonna look just really weird with the shadows. And then I just kind of like thicken it up right in here as well. So kind of like that. I don't like to do my nose though with cream contour all that much just because sometimes it really disturbs it. I definitely prefer powder right now with that. And then when you're blending out the cheek, I kind of like to bring mine up a little bit because it kind of gives you like a little bit of like a facelift. And if you kind of go downwards, you don't get that as much. So I definitely like to bring mine up a little bit. And then I kind of bring it downwards, and then underneath my chin, I like to bring it down as well. This will give you that like extra sculpted look. This is definitely not like an everyday thing. This is definitely like one of those things I like to do for Instagram. Like it looks really good, but it's just kind of a pain in the ass to do because it just takes a lot of work, but it does look good, so it definitely is worth it. So if you want to look real snatched, highly recommend doing this type of thing. And then when I do my forehead, again, I like to dab it. And then I bring it a little bit downwards because your girl does have a 5 head, so I want to cover it as much as I can. And then I bring it back into the hairline as well. I don't do a swiping motion, I definitely do like a little dabbing, so I push down and up. I mean, like, look at that. If you contour your chin, you can eat as much pizza and mac and cheese as you want, and nobody will notice. So once you have that all blended out and snatched, we are now going to set this bitch because, let's be honest, if I don't set it real quick, I'm going to get real creasy. And we are going to be using one of my all-time favorite powders today, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Fair 05. And then for blush, we are going to be going in with an oldie but a goodie, and that is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Prenup, which is a beautiful mauve shade. And to apply this, we are going to be using a duo fiber brush from Sigma, the F15 brush. I know a lot of people, when they apply blush, they love to do that thing that we are taught when we are young, where you smile and then you apply it to the apple of the cheek. However, I do not like doing that at all anymore. I've noticed when I stop smiling, it just changes the complete structure of my face, and truly, it just doesn't look good on me anymore. So what I like to do is like keep my full-on like resting bitch face in action, and then I take the blush and I apply it right where the apple of the cheek is, and then I just start doing a stippling motion upwards on my cheekbone. So I don't apply it underneath my cheekbone like a lot of people. I go right on my cheekbone, which will help give you a really nice lifted look. Do you see what I mean though? It just gave my face that like nice healthy lifted look with a little pop of color. This side of my face I have the blush on, and this side I don't, and you can definitely see the difference between the two. And after I started doing my face makeup in my resting bitch face, you know, like my contour, my blush, and my bronzer, you know, the things that can really change the structure of your face, I started doing them in the face that I usually have, which is a resting bitch face. And let me tell you, it is such a game changer, because you know, during the day, you know, you're not doing this face, you're not doing this face, you know, you may do it a little bit, but that's not the face that you're going to be wearing all the time. So I definitely recommend doing that if you haven't tried it already. So before we work on anything else, I'm just gonna do my lips real quick because let's be honest, they look like a hot mess. And I'm just gonna line my lips using this Jordana retractable lip liner in the shade Baby Berry. Girl, this lip liner color though is so much brighter than what I expected. I even swatched it and I was like, oh, it's a little bit brighter than what I was looking for, but it still looks really pretty and a little bit more on the neutral side. And then I put it on and holy shit, it is bright. I was not vibing with that lip liner at all. It was just way too bright for my taste. So I went in with the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in the shade Rebel Rose, and let me tell you, if you've never tried this one, I highly recommend it. It is such a beautiful mauve, and honestly the formula is just so good, and it's only like $5 at Walmart. So now we are going to start working on the lower lash line just to get everything really nice and balanced, and the shade that we are going to be going in with is that one that we used earlier called Perfect. And then using this Morphe M507 brush, I'm just going to be sweeping this right underneath my lower lashes. So for the inner corner highlight as well as the face, we are going to be going in with a highlighter, and I don't have a new one that we are going to be trying today, but we are going to be going in with one of my all-time favorites, which is from Colourpop in the shade Flexitarian. But I mean, like, seriously, like, look at how gorgeous that is. It has like the most beautiful champagne reflect to it. Like, seriously, I am so obsessed with it. And then using this cute little brush from Moda, I'm just going to be packing it on into my inner corner as well as bringing it underneath the inner tear duct area. I mean, like, seriously, like, look at how beautiful that is. Like, do you see why I'm so obsessed with it? It's just so shiny and so metallic. Like, it literally makes like the most perfect highlight. But yeah, so here is the finished look using only drugstore products, and I gotta say, I had a lot of fun just sitting down and filming this one with you guys today. It's just so much fun to, you know, just play with makeup and try new products and just really have fun with them. And I gotta say, a lot of the products that I used today, I can definitely see myself using again, especially this Rimmel like 2-in-1 contour stick. Like, holy shit, it is so good. A lot of times these like contour sticks from the drugstore are such a bitch to blend out, but this one was so creamy and so easy to work with. I can definitely see myself using it again. And also these Covergirl brow products, like holy shit, like girl, if you need to try like anything of this out, highly recommend checking these, because like seriously, these are better than a lot of like my higher end products, especially this like mini like brow pencil that they have and this like brow gel. If you're into these types of products, I highly recommend checking them out because the colors are really good and the formula is to die for. But in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this look, and also let me know what your favorite drugstore products are right now, because I need to try new things. But anyways, if you haven't already, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and gave this video a like. And also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!